Hey, what's up, Barrels for Hope members? Welcome to Angel Share 28, and no technical difficulties this week, so we're starting out good. Josh, Kim, Brian, how you guys doing tonight?
Doing well.
Doing great. How are you?
Oh, Josh, you're muted.
I definitely am muted. Yeah, I'm doing great here. Good to see everybody.
Good. Yeah, good to see everybody. We have a lot of exciting news for you guys. We're gonna probably go over just a little bit of the Patreon exodus for you guys. Of course, talk about the year-end event next month. I think we can tell you guys how much we're donating to each charity tonight, right? We voted on that, so we're good to do that. We're going to taste our Jack Daniels pick tonight, which is super exciting. I'll tell you guys about what picks we have coming up, what ones we're waiting on to come in, and I don't know, anything else you guys want to talk about. Make sure you post questions. If you have questions related to Patreon Exodus, please post those. We had a lot last time. I think we covered everything. Right off the bat, I will tell you guys, you guys are amazing because the Patreon Exodus went really, really well. Like better than I thought it was going to go. We've got just a few spots open, but still it went really good. And again, huge shout out to Josh and to Jason for setting up the websites. And then just a huge shout out to all our members for making the switch and allowing us not to have to raise dues and save $12,000 a year on Patreon fees. You guys are just amazing, and it went really, really good. So I'm super excited about that. Josh, before we get going, did you have anything to add on the Patreon Exodus, or is that?
I mean, I feel like Jason Crute deserves a medal for putting up with you and me, and I feel like he's trying to explain. It has to be the way that I feel internally when I'm trying to teach my daughter like fourth grade, fifth grade math. I'm just like, I don't understand why you don't get it, but he's dealing with that with us. So
That's fair.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're trying, but yeah, as Lance said, you guys are showing up big time, and this is all in the name of benefiting charity. Like if this weren't a charity thing, we could just stay on Patreon, but the fees are so high that it helps us be able to donate more money to Patreon. If we're operating at full capacity off of Patreon, we can donate more to charities that way. So yeah, it's huge. It's like over a 5% swing to be off of Patreon. Like the card processing fees versus what Patreon charges, it's over 5%.
Yeah. So hopefully that allows us to keep running this and donating a lot more money to charity for years to come. I guess I'll quickly tell you guys what's in it before we get to the year-end event, because I want to throw it to Kim pretty quickly so she can tell us, because we got a lot to share there. But I'll tell you guys what we've got as far as barrel picks go. You guys know we picked a, 11-year Little Book distillate barrel, and Joe is currently picking that up, and we're going to do some extra finishing to it. That's why Joe's not on tonight. He said he might check in from location, and we'll see if that happens. We've also did our Driftless Glen pick. That's going to probably be a while before that comes in. And as you guys know, we have our Jack Daniels pick. And I don't believe Josh and Brian have tasted it yet. Kim and I were on the pick. So
got it right here.
Yeah, you guys just want to pour that now?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. And I'll be honest, like I couldn't wait. I've already got into mine a little bit. So.
I had to try a little bit at Kim's urging. She's like, "You got to try this."
Oh my gosh! It explodes out of the glass.
It feels like. Well, yeah. I think we can talk about it a little bit more later. I don't want to get into this too deeply right away. But I have a theory. I have a working theory on some distilleries at the moment, and this is like backing it up.
Oh, nice! I'd love to hear that.
So stay tuned for that after the annual event information.
Oh, and I forgot, we do have Kahoot. After we give you guys all the news, Kim came up with another Kahoot, and Brian has graciously agreed to give. You want to show him what the winner gets tonight, Brian?
Yeah, I'll send the winner this bottle.
Nice.
ASW Georgia Heartwood.
If you guys want stuff, it is excellent.
Yep. Great bottle.
Might need a ASW Barrels for Hope pick. Now that I think about it.
Yeah,
I would not oppose that.
we could do that.
Yeah.
Man, this thing smells better than I remember, Kim. Goodness.
Yeah, it smells really good.
Goodness. All right, so Kim, you want to just fill us in on what's the latest next month?
Yes.
I can't believe next month.
We are a month away. It is June 25th, and we will be gathering in Nashville on July 25th. I'm so excited. Just to recap, and I will send out an email for everybody who has tickets that lists everything you need to know before you go, including the detailed itinerary. But just to recap, we have confirmed Friday afternoon we will be doing a meetup at Southern Collective, so that will be super fun. Thank you, Josh. And then we'll grab some dinner nearby. All of this is pay as you go, pay on your own. But then around 8 o'clock, we will be back at the hotel for a bottle share. The bottle share will be on the top floor of the hotel we're staying at with a beautiful balcony overlooking the city. Super excited. And then Saturday, we will meet up at Nashville Barrel Company in the afternoon. This is another pay your own way, but Nashville Barrel Company is curating a special flight just for our group that you can purchase, and they will have select bottles available for purchase as well. So that'll be super exciting. Then we'll have shuttles to take us from the hotel to the event venue. And at the event venue, we'll have catered food. We'll have an open bar. I am making my favorite cocktail, which is a rye Manhattan that will be behind the bar. Josh is making his famous old fashions that will be behind the bar. We'll have other drinks as well. Be super fun. We will hear from our charities. We'll present checks to them. We'll have music. We'll hang out. We'll go to about midnight. It will be amazing. So I can't wait. I'm really excited. The room block closed today. So if there's anyone who needs a room or needs to extend to come in early or stay late, please reach out to me on email and I will help facilitate that with the hotel. They will still honor our rate as long as they have availability. So let me know. We also are giving final counts to the venues. However, we will be able to accommodate a few more tickets. So if you don't have tickets and you want to come, again, reach out to me on email, kim@barrelsforhope.com. We'll be able to squeeze in a few more people, not too many, but we can squeeze in a few more. So let me know. Some people have said they would like to help and get more involved. So there are opportunities to volunteer for the weekend. So if anybody is interested in that, let me know. That will be on Saturday morning and then Saturday night after the event, just to help carry some stuff and set up. And I think that's it.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I think the only thing I'll piggyback on there is just the Saturday night thing. You know, it really is a culmination of what this organization is all about. You get to see it with the check presentations, and you get to hear about it from the charities, and you get to realize the impact, but you also get to experience this whole thing because you're with so many like-minded people and we're sharing pours together and we're having a great time. You know, there's so many times in this hobby, I've really had a trajectory over the course of being a bourbon nerd, and it's kind of come full circle to the thing that I'm willing to pay for are experiences. You know, so I could go out and buy the newest Elijah Craig Barrel Proof and a few more things that drop on the shelf, or I could go to an event like this. I'm going to the event every time because bottles come and go, but these kinds of experiences that we get to have together, sometimes they're just they're a small capsule and they're like a once in a lifetime type of thing. So you guys are not going to want to miss this. If you can get into one of these last few spots, you definitely want to. I'm not even disguising the hard sell here. Like we're good, everything's covered, but if you can get into one of these last spots and you're on the fence, you want to get into this because it is going to be such a special experience. Last year there were many tears, and that was mostly me and Lance and maybe a few other people, but you know, I think this year it's just going to be a great time. It's going to be a super fun hang. We're going to taste some really good whiskey, and it's all going to make a big difference in the world. So come on out, hang out, share some pours with us. We can't wait to see you and can't wait to share some pours with y'all.
Yeah, and I'll add to Josh's point there that one thing I've noticed on every single barrel pick I've been on with Barrels for Hope, every time there's somebody that comes and is like, yeah, I'm really excited to be on this pick. It may have been maybe their first pick or their 10th pick they've been on. But they're like, I've been really shy to get involved with the group. But now that I've met you guys, I want to be more involved, and it's really cool. So there's just not a price tag you can put for being in person and meeting people and making those connections. It's the same with my work. Like my work, before I started, it was like mostly remote, and then those connections just aren't there unless you're in person. So if you can get to the event, you will love it. There will be so many people. If you're nervous about, not knowing anybody, trust me, you're going to leave there with 100 friends. It's a really, really good time. And like Josh said, your heart feels like it's about this big after you see the checks donated to charities and all that kind of thing. And I guess that leads me to my next point, which I'll throw to Brian so he can announce it. But, we've worked really hard not to raise memberships, and getting off Patreon was part of that. And we're going to be able to donate more this year. So that's thanks to you guys, thanks to the hard work of the board of directors. So Brian, do you want to let everyone know what that is?
Yeah, we're really excited to announce that each organization will receive $11,500 this year. So more than last year. So we're really pumped about that and excited to do that this year.
Yeah,
so again,
15% more, which now we're getting close to 90,000 in 2 years, which is crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, that I was like, oh yes, more money for charities. That's amazing. And then 15% dropped, and I was like, whoa, like 15% seems crazy.
Yeah.
If somebody tried to raise something on me by 15%, I'd be like, hey, wait, hold on a minute, buddy. It's like we need to go like 10% max, right? So we're going up 15% feels like definitely a huge deal for us, and hopefully it does for you guys as well.
And it's probably a great time to give Brian a huge shout out. I know we say it all the time, but he's probably got the hardest job on the board, keeping our money where it needs to be so we can pay our bills, but also give to charity and then make sure we're set up for the next year. It is not something that Josh and I need to be in charge of. It's something Brian needs to be in charge of.
Yeah. Well, thank you. It's truly an honor to get to do this. So thank you so much.
Yeah, it's been amazing to have you, dude. You're such a benefit to the organization. So
it is my honor. So appreciate it.
Everybody get Brian a pour at the event.
No, I don't need
that. Well, what else did we have, guys? The year in event stuff went quick. Guys, if you have questions about the year in event, please post them. If you have questions about Patreon Exodus, please post them. I will tell you that there are still people on Patreon that are still paying the $65 membership. So, I will go in there and refund you guys, but I don't want to be doing that a lot. So make sure that you get off of there. I've posted a million emails. We've probably driven you guys nuts with the amount of emails and communications that have went out regarding the Exodus, but it was necessary to get it done. And so if you're not off of Patreon and on the new site, you're not going to get bottles. So don't be mad at me when you don't get bottles if you're not off of that, because that's where we're moving to. So
Yeah, you will just be refunded on Patreon, and you will be not charged on the new platform, and then you're just gonna be wondering why it's crickets. It's gonna be very lonely over there on Patreon. Nobody's there. We're all over on the main website now. I did want to address Jamie Wilson had a great question or a comment. He said, "Let's add a channel in Discord for live event info and links." I'm assuming. Do you mean like the live streams? Like we could separate them out into their own section? If so, that's super easy, and I will get that addition made.
I thought he meant for the year-end event.
I think we do. We do have the Barrels for Hope annual event section with the little disco ball.
You're right.
But he was the last person that commented in there. but yeah, we'll see. If he means the live streams, I could see that being a good resource to have it separated out, just so where we can post.
That's true.
We're going live, and then if people want to check the rewatch, they don't have to fish for it or hunt for it or anything like that. It's just right there.
Yeah. Well, guys, what do you think about the Jack Daniels? Have you got into it at all?
I have. I was doing a little palate warmer upper first, but I'm about to get into it now. So the proof on this thing is like in the mid 120s, like mid to high 120s.
I thought it was 126 or 28.
Something like that.
I think this is going to be one of my favorite picks we've ever done. It is so good.
So here's my theory. I'll throw it out there. I won't bury the lead here. I have a theory that there are distilleries. I don't know if it's the seasons or what, but it feels like profiles are kind of changing a little bit. So I noticed this first when we went and did a 1792 foolproof pick, and I didn't get banana on any of the barrels. And I was like, how's that even possible? And Brian was on that pick, and we're looking at each other like,
Yep.
Where's the banana?
Where are we?
And then it took like 13 months for it to be bottled, and we were joking like it takes them that long to add the banana flavor back in to the barrels.
Yeah.
But Jack Daniels has been leaning away. These barrel proof Tennessee whiskey picks have been leaning away from that banana flavor as well, and they've been leaning more into this like baking goods type thing, like this brown sugary. It's kind of banana bread, but if you eat a really, well, at least for me, a really good loaf of banana bread doesn't really even taste like bananas at all. It just tastes like sugar and brown sugar and goodness. And this is definitely like baked goods to the extreme. It's just cranked up.
Yeah, this just feels like the perfect whiskey to have by a fire in the fall to me.
Yep. I still get that banana a little bit, but not overpowering like usual. It's that perfect balance.
It's like that sweet,
yep,
almost like mushy banana. It's not like that bright green banana or the banana runts like I'm used to getting with some of this stuff. It's more like that mushy, sugary, overly ripe, which is my favorite. Aaron's like, that's no good, and I'm like, no, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it makes me another put flannel on and chop wood.
I've got another Jack Daniels barrel proof in this glass that it's strong banana, and this one is not.
Man, it's so good, dude. It's
really good.
It's the perfect too. It's like the way the flavor hits. The flavor that you get on the nose, exactly what you get on the palate, and it hits you right in the middle of the palate and just swells up, just takes over your whole mouth. And it's just, there's so much. If I can get this much brown sugar and like that vanilla on a Jack Daniels pick, I'm such a happy camper. And this one just has both of those things in spades.
Yeah, the vanilla is really nice on it too. You're right.
It's almost like that homemade vanilla extract type.
Yeah, we were kind of fighting between two barrels, and Kim and I loved this one, and a couple people on the other pick loved the other. But they were both really good barrels. The other barrel for me just wasn't not quite as complex and not as dense flavored as this thing was. And luckily, Kim and I were persuasive enough. I guess Mark was on our side too. But
now Jedediah was leading you guys pick down there. And I know him to be a fairly opinionated guy. So Did he weigh in at all?
So he did our tour, but he didn't lead the pick.
Oh, okay.
But the guy, I don't remember the guy's name that did our pick, but he was the same way, and he was very opinionated and told us exactly what he thought. But he said we picked the one he would have picked. So
Gotcha.
He was very opinionated after we picked.
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, he didn't say anything before, and then in fact, you might even see it in the video, Josh. But we said we were going to do a true pick where nobody revealed what they were thinking. Unlike picks you're on, where you give clues, where you're like, oh, number 2.
Yeah. Aaron, I mean, sometimes I just can't help myself, and then Aaron is definitely she uses her powers of persuasion to steer the group in the direction she wants it to go.
How many did you say you chose from?
4.
Yeah,
Four.
4. Yeah, I really 2 of them weren't even in the running for me. It was definitely the 2 we narrowed it down to were my favorite. I guess 3 of them were pretty close, weren't they, Kim?
Yeah, and none of them were bad.
Yeah, no, none of them were bad. They were all really good barrels. But this thing,
I feel like
I was ready to fight for this barrel.
Me too.
I feel like they do a really good job there. The times that I've been down there and have done picks or done tastings or whatever, they do a really good job of, depending on your palate, whether you like, more strong whiskey or a little bit more of like an easy sipping experience, you're going to have one in there that's going to be an easy out. And then after that, you got to really start using some, what's really important to us in the final product. And I've never had an easy selection experience at Jack Daniel's. It's always been like, well, this one is like this, but then this one is like this. And, there's always a little bit of, and I guess that's just a testament to how good their whiskey is. They just have such good stuff. I do like that you guys, he kind of held his opinion to the end, because the guy that's led every pick I've been down there, like he'll just, I love the guy. He's honest to a fault, but he's very forthright. Somebody will be like, I really like this barrel. And he's like, well, if I wanted Jack Daniel's Old Number 7, I just buy Jack Daniel's Old Number 7.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, Chad, let's ease up, man.
Yeah.
Somebody really likes this.
We had a couple guys that had never been on a pick before, so I didn't want them to be persuaded by us. So everybody was really good about not saying anything. Kim and I kind of would whisper back and forth, but the rest of them, they couldn't hear what we were saying. The other thing this reminds me of a little bit, not in the taste, but it's in an experience way. It reminds me of our first founder's pick we did with Elijah Craig. And the thing that always stands out to me with that barrel when I taste it is this like explosion, almost like this effervescence thing going on in your mouth. It's so unique on our founder's pick for me. And this has that, where it just like, I don't know, there's a feeling of like explosion of flavor in your mouth on it, which I just loved. It's one of the things that really stood out when we were doing the pick. And it has it still, even in the little sample bottle. So,
yeah, I think that's what I was speaking to when I said it just hits your palate and just takes everything over. Like it hits and it pops, and then you've got all this concentration of flavor too. You guys did an outstanding job on this.
Yeah, it's good. I'm super excited for everybody to try it. So,
remind us what the pick was like. Was it in a tasting room or in the Rick House?
Rick House.
Nice.
It was cool too, because he had they have a map behind you. You'll see it if I ever get the video together, but there's a map behind you where he'll tell you what part of what Rick House it was out of, where it's out on the property, and that kind of thing. So, this barrel came from I guess a really unique spot that not a lot of single barrels come from. Isn't that what he said, Kim?
It is.
I don't remember where exactly, but
yeah, it is not on the label, and I don't remember what he said.
I have it on video, but I'll put it in the video that I make so you guys can see where it was from. But he acted like he thought it was really cool because it's from a unique place.
Yeah.
So.
And then Jeff did ask timing on the JD pick. it's always, I mean, you never really know with large distilleries like that. And just based on my experience, usually, like if you pick something from a major distillery like that, you're looking at, I mean, we picked our Elijah Craig Founders pick in March, and it was delivered in July or August. So like it wouldn't be uncommon to see like an August, September type of thing. Jack Daniel's is moving heavy volume, about as much as anybody now. Well, they were number one. Now they're second to Buffalo Trace after Buffalo Trace's expansion, but they are moving heavy volume. So they've got a lot of barrels to work through. I would assume early fall, and I think that's going to be perfect based on the flavor profile as well.
Oh, I will love it if we get this in the fall.
Mhm.
Awesome.
That'd be amazing.
So, my birthday's in September, so just put on my flannel, drink some Jack, cut some wood.
Yeah. Look at some changing leaves.
That sounds good right now with these 100-degree temperatures.
Dude,
yeah.
the air
And
is.
Josh is
It's
no
a sauna.
AC.
It's a sauna outside, and it's been a sauna in our house too. Our AC's been in and out for you guys watching in chat. We've had some challenges here lately, so. But yeah, it's straight up sauna in the South right now.
Yeah. Terry posted. He said he had A1's JD pick from last year. Terry, our pick is very, very similar to that in profile. Like if you like that pick, you'll love our pick. They're both really, really good.
Jason Crude has he says next pick name Lumberjack Lance approved. We need a sticker for that. We need a sticker.
Yes.
I'm not manly enough for that, but
we'll make it happen with a little Photoshop. Yeah. A little AI, some Photoshop, we can go a long way.
Oh, shoot. All right, you guys want to get into some Kahoot?
Let's do it.
We got
As a reminder, the winner will receive this bottle. So jump in there.
What's the proof on that, Brian? High 100s, low teens?
116.
Ooh, nice.
Yep.
Man, Jack Daniel's I'm just thinking as I'm tasting this thing and like falling more in love with it. Everybody knows this here, but we always talk about Elijah Craig Barrel Proof being best value, but Jack Daniel's, holy cow, man. Best value as far as their rise and their barrel proofs that they're doing is just unbelievable.
I will never argue with anybody that says that about Elijah Craig. However, and I'm not trying to have hometown bias here in Tennessee, but Jack Daniel's really, really does. They're just killing it, man. They're just killing it.
They are.
And
now,
the best thing about it all
is boring as hell, but
yeah, that's true. I mean, you guys went to Miss Mary Bobo's?
No, we didn't get to go.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. No. Miss Mary Bobo's if you do a pick at Jack, you can go to Miss Mary Bobo's if it's set up in advance. It's a strange thing. There are people who get paid to have lunch with you and tell you stories. It's like, wait a minute, it's like kids' bedtime, but you're eating fried chicken. It's a very odd experience.
That's weird. I think I had breakfast next to those same people.
Yeah. But yeah, the beautiful thing too about, and this is something I always like to call out to people who, I get it, like Jack Daniel's may not be everybody's front of mind, although if you had some of the special releases, you know how good their stuff can be. But all this stuff they're doing, they don't have to do, as we'd say here in Tennessee, they don't have to do a lick of this. They make more than enough money on just selling old number 7. Mm-hmm. This that they're doing, they're going above and beyond for us, the enthusiast community. And I think that needs to be celebrated.
Yeah.
Maybe that's hometown bias, but they don't have to do these Coy Hill releases and all the things they're doing. Like,
it's definitely not where they're making their money.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Cam, you want to give let's see. I have to. There we go.
So Terry, how you win this is you get in on this Kahoot thing right here, and if you win the Kahoot, then you win the bottle. Pretty easy.
I think there's some good questions tonight too.
Kim, for some
Here's
reason we can't hear you. There you
Is that
go.
better? All
Yep.
right. If you haven't played before, then it's multiple choice questions, 4 choices, and the faster you answer correctly, the more points you get.
All right, we need more people.
I want to know who 477-9284 is. Is that like an 867-5309 type thing? There's some good competition in here tonight. I like to
Yes,
see it.
there is.
Man, the way this Jack pick just hits, you take the sip and it's not at all hot on the front of the tongue, but mid palate, it's like when you eat a Gushers and it just explodes.
Yeah.
It's like an explosion of like brown sugar banana bread deliciousness.
Yep, I agree.
I freaking love this thing. I hope there's enough bottles that we can get backups. I will enter the lottery for a backup of one of these.
All right. Do you think we're good to start?
Let's do
I
it.
think so. Yeah.
We're looking good.
All right.
Oh, there we go. EJ got in. Liking the beachy vibes, by the way, with the heat.
Mhm.
Oh,
So we are highlighting Make-A-Wish in tonight's Kahoot. And for those of you playing at home, if you're on your phone, it may come up faster on your phone than what you see on the screen.
this is interesting. I don't know the answer to this.
I don't either.
I'm going to be, hey, you learn something new every day, right? This is it for the day. Really?
Very cool.
I would have got that wrong.
I was going to go blue.
Yeah, I was too. But then
That's
I
That
thought
was a
that seems too
popular
obvious.
choice.
I like that it's a practical thing. You know, it's just cops wanting to help. That's amazing. Good job,
All right.
guys.
Landon Spacely got it right.
Ooh, the poster on the wall as a kid. Ah, it was a wonder. It was the best of times as a kid. I've actually been. Do what, Kim?
Mark argued with me when I picked the other options and was like, I don't know, maybe he'll pick one of those instead. I'm like, no.
There is a
wall.
yeah, there's a definitive answer here. Now here's the thing. Ferrari would have been the popular choice, but and McLaren wasn't even invented back then. But Porsche was like, Ferraris are just too flashy, as are Lamborghinis, and it was Lamborghini, Ferrari, or Porsche. Porsche was the more understated, less look at me option. So that's what I always gravitated.
Yeah,
toward.
that fits your style.
Yeah, I couldn't see me rolling around in a Lamborghini.
On the board.
Yeah.
Oh, I know this one.
Mm-hmm.
And the story behind it is fascinating if you do not know the story behind it. And it explains a lot of what you taste in your whiskey today. Nailed it.
Lots of people got that one
Good
right.
job, guys. I knew about the fire, but then when I found out later on that like Heaven Hill borrowed Jim Beam's yeast strain to get back up and running, and I was like, oh, that makes perfect sense as to why there's so much of a parallel in flavor profile.
Yeah. This is a great question.
Is there like an all of the above?
Yeah.
Also, does anybody have any tissues handy?
Oh, man. Last year was tough.
Yes.
I'm so excited for next month.
There's nothing like being there in person.
I know.
We have a new runner in first place.
It's a tight race. Look at that. That's like a
Yeah.
20 points, 27 point
Wow.
spread. Not even. I mean, even factor in Terry. Everybody's in the mix right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, guys. Oh, this is a good one.
Oh,
I
I know.
did slip in a
think I
couple
know.
of
I know this one, yeah.
I think I did.
famous women in bourbon questions this time.
It's a great question, by the way.
It is a great question.
I think if you've been to Maker's Mark, you probably know this, but if you haven't been to Maker's Mark,
Yeah.
you would have to be deep nerd.
Yeah.
I want to give a hint. We got 8 answers in already, though, so I feel like we're. Hey, you guys were on it. Good
Right.
job.
Yeah.
Oh.
Leave it to the women to make things look pretty. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Great question. Joe is a man of many talents.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he is.
Robert Shea, cheers. Good to see you in the chat, man.
Wow.
Nobody
Two
got
it,
people
got it
right.
Fooled everybody. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to say anything else in case there's a further question later on, but yeah.
There's not
Joe-
another question about Joe in this.
Okay, yeah, Joe's flown an F-16 before.
That's pretty cool.
Wow, all those numbers are huge.
Yeah, serious.
I will say last year there was a family there, and there was a kid there that was battling brain cancer at the annual event. And he, at the end, he didn't say a lot, but at the end he said thank you. And then
Wow.
they said that the wish, that's great. Oh, wow.
Great.
He said, or they told us that the check that we gave them last year would entirely fund a kid's wish.
Yep.
So that was really, really special.
Yeah, it was.
This seemed very relevant for tonight as we were tasting.
Oh.
our Jack Daniel's.
Yay.
The Jack Daniel's tour was really cool though. I enjoyed it.
Lance, have you done that tour before?
No, that was my first time. I liked it a lot.
Man, you do enough Kentucky tours and they're like, it's 51% corn at least, and here's all the regulations, and you get down to Jack Daniel's and they're like, this idiot kicked a safe, and like it feels a little bit more down homey,
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay. I don't know the answer, but I have a guess on this.
I have a guess. I don't know if I know for sure. I'm gonna guess one more year than mine. Yep, I was right.
Nice. Yeah, Dan's been around for a while.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I subscribed to Dan when he had like 300 subs or something.
Bud's got 3 in a row. Let's go.
Bud's on fire.
I don't know the answer here, but I do want to know the percentage of medical professionals that said that it wouldn't. So I would like to have a word. I would like to have a word with them.
Oh, yeah, that was my exact thought, John.
Come
I'm not going to that
on,
doctor.
come on, guys.
It ain't gonna help.
Golly. All right, 10% of you guys got some answers. You got some explaining to do.
Yeah.
Come on. Ooh,
We
Scott's
have a
on
new
fire
leader.
now.
No.
I don't know how many questions there are, but it looks like a battle
13.
between Bud and Scott.
I like
Okay,
that.
I love this question.
We just found this out last night, I think, as a group. So if you get this, good luck guessing. Or you maybe
I had a lot of
Go ahead, Kim.
I had a lot of fun picking the other answers.
Yeah.
Oh, no one got it. Everyone thought it was Shakespeare. That's awesome.
I mean, I think that speaks kind of highly of you that people thought it was the Royal Shakespeare Company.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys have been watching, but I'm much more Carney than Shakespeare.
You guys don't see the ballerina aesthetic to Lance? I mean, he's so, you know. He's,
And I will say,
he's very
Lance, I
graceful.
originally had the Harlem Globetrotters in there, and
Oh,
I switched
nice.
it to Shakespeare.
That would have
Lance, we expect a replay at the annual event.
Yes.
I'll tell you all about it.
I'm almost sure I know this, but I'm doubting myself.
In my opinion, these are all great women in whiskey.
I was right. Yeah. Where is Marianne now? She went to Castle and Key, and then she did the crazy like star-shaped bottle. Well, I forget the name of the brand.
I don't remember the name of the brand. I thought she was still there.
She probably is. I don't know why I'm blanking on the name of that brand. It's gonna bother me.
Well, this is our last question.
All right.
Oh, man.
I might have gave this away earlier. Oops.
You're worried about giving one away, just the wrong one.
Read the options. Yeah, if there's an all of the above, it's almost always all of the above.
True.
All right, drum roll.
Oh, but
Oh, there we go. It was close.
Hey.
It was close.
it was real close.
Good job, guys.
Congrats, Scott. Nice job, everybody. So close, bud.
Scott, I'll be in touch and get you this bottle. Congrats, man.
Yeah, congrats. Well,
And Marianne Eves is with Prohibition. No, wait. Is that correct? Forbidden.
Forbidden. Yeah.
Forbidden bourbon, yeah.
Oh, I will say for the few of you that are still on, I posted this in Discord, but if you're wanting merch for the year-end event, I'd go order it. I think you'll still get it in time. Right, Josh? How long do those usually take?
You should.
Couple weeks?
They get turned around pretty quickly. I mean, we got a month now. You like order now. Oh, also, good point. At the annual event, we will have some glassware. We'll have some. I wish I had the rocks glass here, but we have a rocks glass, and we also have these Barrels for Hope Glencairns. These we need to get these added onto the website, but they require self-fulfillment, and I do not have the bandwidth to handle that at the moment. Wait a minute. There we go. So we'll have these there. And if you want one at the event, we can take your name and then invoice you for it. I think they're $20 a piece for the Glencairns as well as the rocks glasses, just kind of across the board. So they'll be available as long as we have inventory, and then once they're gone, they're gone. So.
All right. Anybody else have anything? No? All right. Next time we talk to you guys, it'll be at the year-end event. So.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Let's go.
We love you guys. Can't wait to donate this money to charity and see everybody at the year-end event. It's going to be a great time. So thanks for all you guys do. We love you guys very much. Cheers, everybody.
Thank you.
Cheers, you guys.
Cheers.
Thank you for